Yume Nikki was originally released in 2004 and had many updates until its final one in 2007. It has since been released in the US on Steam with full localization. It is a PC game based from RPG Maker, although it isn't conventional. It's hard to categorize in terms of gameplay. Maybe adventure horror would fit best. There is a very vague storyline. You play as a hikikomori named Madotsuki. In Japan, hikikomori refers to an adolescent or young adult who socially isolates himself and rarely leaves their home. The main hub of the game is Madotsuki's small apartment. Her age and occupation are unknown, but it is assumed that she is old enough to have her own place and chooses to stay inside. She refuses to leave her apartment and will only go out on her balcony or lay in her bed to sleep. Her only two hobbies are playing the Famicom game Nasu or sleeping. When she is asleep, she goes to a dream world called the Nexus, which contains many doors leading to parallel worlds. Each world is unique, but all have abstract and cosmic horror themes. She wanders the dreamscape, coming across strange creatures, mostly docile, but some are aggressive. A lot of them are based on Japanese folklore, such as Yuki-onna and the Oni. It is very easy to get lost, and some of the creatures transport her to inescapable areas. The only way to leave these places is to wake up, which is done by pinching her cheek. Within these worlds are effects, which Madotsuki can pick up and either have a practical use or are a style choice. For example, she can find a bicycle that lets her move around faster, or cat ears which are purely aesthetic. While wandering around and exploring, events can be triggered that show special scenes, with the most popular one being Uboa. A girl named Poniko lives alone in a small house, and turning off the light in her house has a 1 in 64 chance that she will transform into the monster Uboa. Interacting with it will send Madotsuki into an inescapable area. There are a few other NPCs around that she can interact with, but there is no dialogue whatsoever. She can later get a knife that gets more reactions from stabbing the NPCs, but that's about it. For the most part, Madotsuki is isolated in real life and in her dreams. The main focus of the game is exploration, going into the mind of Madotsuki. Since there is no real storyline, everything is up to your interpretation. The game is done in a pixel art style similar to SNES. The music is also retro and fits whatever area you're in. The game may appear small, but the environments you explore are enormous and can be terrifying. Some areas require certain effects to go further in the world, which requires multiple visits to the same locations. You can also play Nasu in her apartment, which sees you as a bird moving on the ground, jumping up to grab falling eggplants in your mouth. Yume Nikki is a very interesting experience, but I have trouble figuring out where to go or what to do in games in general. I don't really like having a lot of free will. I usually need directions. This made me watch a video walkthrough on how to get every effect. The game is free to download, so it's worth a play and intriguing for people who like exploring. There is a spiritual successor called Yume Nikki Dream Diary and a manga as well that expands on the story. I'll probably check those out too just to see what they're like. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment if you played this game, what you think of it, etc, etc. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Thank you to everyone on my Patreon. Please consider checking out and pledging. I will try to come up with cool stuff to put on there, but it's kind of hard right now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.